Welcome to the new Healthy at Hopkins online portal. Created especially for Johns Hopkins Medicine International staff members, this online community is a customized health and well-being website that provides tools and resources to help you achieve your health and well-being goals. To get started, accessing the new Healthy at Hopkins portal is simple. Log into your My Johns Hopkins portal with the my.jh.edu URL and select the Healthy at Hopkins button, which is located on the top of the homepage. Once you get to the registration page, enter your username, which is your JHED ID, create a password of your choice, and fill in your personal information. Please note this is a one-time process. After completing that process, you'll be directed immediately into the dashboard, the main homepage of the portal. For subsequent logins, you'll be able to utilize single sign-on technology and won't need to utilize your username and password to access the portal. To log in with single sign-on technology, simply select the Healthy at Hopkins button, again, that is located on the My Johns Hopkins portal, to go directly to your dashboard. The page on the portal now, on the screen now, is the landing page. If you choose to utilize traditional login, a username and password, you'll be accessing this page here to log in traditionally. However, if you are utilizing single sign-on technology, you'll access the portal by simply selecting the Healthy at Hopkins button, again located on the My Johns Hopkins portal, and will never see this landing page. For today's demo, we'll give you a general orientation of the dashboard, as well as point out some of the great tools and resources that you can utilize for this quarter's Q4 rewards tracking. General orientation of the portal. This top navigation bar has quite a bit of pages where you'll find a lot of the tools and resources we are highlighting today. This navigation image slider will constantly update. You may see some of these images changing throughout the quarter, and then there's a variety of other tiles listed here below that I'll highlight here in a minute. The first section I'd like to highlight are our success stories. We are encouraging everyone to go into this page and submit your success stories of any personal achievements that you may have had recently or that you may have ongoing here throughout the quarter. We're looking to hear about your journey of well-being and accomplishments along the way, so I encourage you to submit your success stories here. We'll be working with you to see about potentially highlighting your stories to Johns Hopkins Medicine International employees. We also have an executive message here. I encourage you to review this executive message. Also highlighting the meal planner, another great way to utilize some of the tools and resources available to you. A bunch of different meal plans available to fit a bunch of different lifestyles, whether that's vegan, whether it's heart healthy, just to name a few. We also are highlighting our scavenger hunt, which is our Q4 rewards tracking page. This has all the approved activities that you can choose to complete to qualify for the $20 per paycheck additions added in Q1 of 2017. This program will run from October 12th to December 21st, so you simply can choose from any of these activities listed below to reach the 120 points needed to qualify for that paycheck addition. You'll just need to make sure to reach that 120 point level at the end of the program, which ends December 21st. This is the main page where you'll go to click on each of these buttons below to participate in these activities. This first activity that we have is syncing a wearable device or application that you may currently use or will look to use with the portal so that you can automatically sync your steps every day with the portal. To get this set up, you'll simply select Sync Wearable Device or App and review from the list here of approved devices or applications to utilize. To give you an example, I can select Fitbit. I know quite a bit of people have a Fitbit. You're going to select Connect, and it's going to take you to your login account for Fitbit. You're essentially going to verify that you do grant access for your Fitbit data to automatically sync with your new Healthy at Hopkins account. And from there, at least 24 hours, you'll be able to verify the steps that will be synced from your Fitbit into your step log account. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Another item that I will highlight is the Moves app. If you currently don't have a wearable device or a device that is compatible with the automatic syncing, I encourage you to download the Moves app. This is free and compatible for both Android and iOS smartphones. and will automatically track your steps. So any steps that are tracked with the app that you have your smartphone on you, when tracking, they can automatically update here. So if you do want to utilize this technology of automatic steps tracking, I encourage you to look into the Moves app unless you don't have another app or device that you're currently using that will automatically sync with the portal. Please note this is not a mandatory activity. There are no mandatory activities in the Q4 scavenger hunt. This is just a great feature add with the new portal capability. So any 10,000 steps that you track, you will be able to receive 1 point per day, up to 50 points maximum for this item. So to verify that you have properly registered your device or app, you can simply click that section and it'll take you to the steps log where you can select the All tab and scroll down below. In your histories, you'll be able to see not only the date, the steps, the miles, and the source. In that source section, that's where you'll be able to see if you've properly registered your Fitbit. As an example, in this source it'll say Fitbit and verified, and those steps will come over on an ongoing basis. Please note you can manually track your steps, however you will only be awarded for steps that are automatically synced from an approved device or app. Coming back to the main scavenger hunt page, you'll see below syncing wearable device or app, there are quite a bit of other logs and trackers available with this portal that we're awarding credit for participating in these. You can receive 1 point per day, up to 25 points maximum, for participating in either a combination of any of these approved logs or just utilizing one throughout for the 4-week duration. For the weight log, you can simply select weight. In this section here, you'll simply enter your weight and select update, and you'll notice below it'll add to your history so that you can trend whether you're looking to maintain or lose weight over time. On the right hand side, you'll also be able to see your body mass index as it relates to your weight logging, as well as your total points earned if you're utilizing the weight log. On the right hand side, you'll also see your goal weight. This is the weight that you had entered during the one-time registration process initially. And if you need to update that, you can go to your profile on the main dashboard to update that accordingly. The next log is the food log. I will note you can track your fruit and veggie in the food log. So you can select here and it'll take you to our food log where you'll be able to search all of the foods that you are eating on a day-to-day basis or sometimes just on a random basis. So you can see there are foods that are currently listed below that were recently added here. So say if I had spinach for lunch, I'll be able to search that, select what it was. Say I had 2 cups and that was for lunch. I simply select add, and you'll be able to see below that item has added. So you'll be able to do the same thing for all your other ingredients within each meal. So in order to receive points for fruit and veggie, you obviously have to have logged a fruit or veggie, and you can see obviously spinach is considered that. So on the right hand side, I have earned 1 point for logging, but also for fruit and veggie points as well. I can do the same thing for all meals throughout the day. What's also great about the food log is you can add a custom food if there's a food that you haven't seen in this search feature. You can also add to your favorite list so that you can simply come to this tab and select add next to each food so that you don't have to constantly search for each food item if that's something that you eat on a regular basis. You can also come to your recent tab and see what was recently added. Simply select the add button again and it'll populate to your today's food log listed below. Coming back to the main scavenger hunt page, I'll show you next the cardio log. Our cardio log has quite a bit of variety of exercises. You'll note there are physical activity included in here in addition to your traditional exercise that's kind of done in the gym or in a more traditional sense, similar to aerobic or cardiovascular exercise. So I encourage you to review this list, select the activity that you have participated in. So say if I was running pretty vigorously, enter in your minutes here, and then if you have tracked your heart rate on another device or app, simply enter that here. It is not mandatory, so you're not required to enter that. Same thing with calories. However, if you do track that, it's great to add that. However, it will pre-populate for the particular activity with an estimate from the profile that you set up during the one-time registration process. What's also great, you can add notes, so if you felt energized after this first activity, that's something you can save and review all notes. You can see I have earned a point there for tracking my exercise. You can come here to view all your notes, a great way to track your physical activity and exercise routines, but also see how and remember how you felt during that, especially if you're tracking new exercises or a new routine. So I'll come back, same thing for strength log. The strength log is a little bit different. It itemizes all the exercises by body part, lower, upper body, and core. So you would simply select that tab and then select the exercise that has populated here. If you don't see the exercise that you've done, you can select the Add Custom tab and you can enter in that custom name, enter the sets, number of reps, as well as the weight used. Add notes as well, click Save, and it's going to enter in your history below. So again, you can receive points per day for participating in a variety or a combination of any of those logs listed above here. Below the tracking logs, you'll notice there are quite a bit of quizzes as well as other activities you can participate in. For any of the quizzes, you would simply select the button for each item, and it's going to take you to where you need to go to view a particular article or something in order to complete that quiz associated to receive those incentive credit. So for the Healthy Workforce Initiative quiz, you'll see here we have an article by the American Lung Association, and with the information needed to review that as well as the links available. And then simply after reading that, you'll select this quiz. And once you complete this quiz and pass this quiz, that's when you'll receive incentive credit for this particular item. The portal will let you know whether or not you have passed and received the points, or whether you will need to complete the quiz again to retake for passing credit. Same thing with the Johns Hopkins Medicine article quiz. We have an embedded article from Johns Hopkins sponsored content. After reviewing this article here, you'll be able to select this link to complete the quiz and pass to receive incentive credit. We also are providing points for anyone who submits a success story. Again, please note this could be potentially featured on the portal, so you'll need to enter the necessary information to receive incentive credit for that. We also have a Healthy at Hopkins Workforce Questionnaire, and directly below that we have monthly webinars, which are great videos that are embedded directly here in your portal. This particular webinar for October is Brain Boosters. Each webinar will have a month webinar with a new topic embedded directly here. After reviewing this webinar, you'll be able to select the link to the quiz to complete for incentive credit. So you'll have a webinar for November as well as webinar for December to give you the opportunity to earn up to 15 points maximum for that particular line item in these scavenger hunt activity. Below the webinars, we also have a health assessment. This is a great tool to utilize as a place to get started, to identify some other areas that you can help enhance your overall health and well-being. This takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete. After completing the assessment, you'll see it'll provide you with a health assessment report, which will detail all of the areas that were flagged or identified as low, moderate, or high risk. What's also great is the report will provide additional resources on each of these areas, whether that's an article for you to read or workshops or other tracking tools that are really great for that particular area, again, to help you in your personal well-being as you're looking to enhance and improve that over time. You can also see your health assessment report will provide you with a wellness score. This is another great metric to give you a general understanding following that assessment where you fall within that entire report. Something that you can also personally trend over time as you participate in that year over year. Coming back to the main scavenger hunt page here, you'll notice the last activity that is provided here is downloading the mobile app and completing the quiz. Again, passing that quiz to receive the points associated to that activity. We do have a mobile app that is compatible for both Android and iOS smartphones. You'll first need to come to this page to enter in your phone number, set your PIN, confirm your PIN, and set your reminders. You can decide to receive reminders whether we have any ongoing challenges, to receive reminders about tracking and participating in the challenge, or simply if you do have a message from a secure coach through the portal. That's something you get a reminder for. So you can click save. And then what you'll need to do is go to your app store on your phone and type in Healthy Now in your search function and look for this icon. It'll be the Healthy at Hopkins portal. That way it's going to prompt you to enter in your PIN number as well as the information you entered here to access the mobile application to get a view of the features that you can utilize on the mobile app, which include a lot of the trackers that we detailed on the scavenger hunt, as well as participating in the scavenger hunt and keeping up to date on where you currently are with your points. So you would simply come to this page first, set your information, then go to your app store, download the app, enter in your information, and come back to this main page to select the mobile app quiz to pass that for incentive credit. So if you have any questions at any time as you're participating in the scavenger hunt or just participating in the new platform in general, feel free to reach out to our Healthy at Hopkins support team by calling this 1-800 number or emailing directly this link. You can select and it'll take you to an email that will be messaged securely to our support team. They're happy to address any questions in regards to the scavenger hunt or any other tools and resources on this new platform. So again, you just need 120 points to qualify for the per paycheck additions in Q1 of 2017. The portal will keep track of all your points earned as you participate in these activities. To view that, you simply just select here, and it's going to take you to your program overview tab, which details all the activities that we had just discussed, the possible points, as well as your earned points and how close you are to reaching that 120 points needed to qualify. If I scroll back up to this top page, you can click here to come back to the main scavenger hunt page of all the activities of what you can do to select and complete directly here on your portal. I will also note, if we come back out to the main dashboard, you'll see in the middle of your dashboard there's a rewards tracker. This is a snapshot of what your current point total is, another place where you can view this metric. You can see here this demo account has 3 points, and this green bar will continue to grow as I participate in all of the activities until I reach the 120 points needed to qualify for that reward. Directly below the rewards tracker is another section, the Johns Hopkins Medicine International page. This is information specific for Johns Hopkins Medicine International employees, and this will be updated from time to time as we have any ongoing events or recent happenings going on throughout the Healthy at Hopkins program, but also specific to our international employees. You can see here the information that's currently provided is about tobacco testing, flu shots, as well as our healthy initiatives by month. So I encourage you to come to this page as this will be updated on a frequent basis. Below your Johns Hopkins Medicine International tile, we also have the weekly article that is sponsored content from Johns Hopkins. Another great resource to utilize and check out on a weekly basis as this will be featured. Another capability you have is messaging securely with a wellness coach through your portal here. Wellness coaches are all registered dietitians and health and fitness professionals. Feel free to message securely with them, asking about any questions that you may have about tobacco cessation, work-life balance, stress management, nutrition, and physical activity, just to name a few. All information that you submit through here is secure and will remain completely confidential between you and your coach. A great resource to utilize to help you either map out your own personal game plan or just really help you on your journey of well-being. If you need any other additional support with accessing some of the tools and resources, I encourage you to come up to the My Account tab, and under the How-To videos, you'll be able to go to the page of the How-To videos, which details a lot of the tools and resources that I've highlighted here today in our webinar. This will be made available at all times, so feel free to come back to this page at any time. If you have any questions moving forward, I encourage you to again submit that to our Healthy at Hopkins support team through the 1-800 number or the email address detailed here on our scavenger hunt details page.